Hey YouTube. So this is a little bit of a story time plus the trip that I have planned. Um, so first off, I wanted to say that I am going to Indiana to hunt whitetail with my dad. Um, that's basically the first thing that I ever knew about with hunting was whitetail because my dad has done it my whole life. Ever since he was a child, he's been hunting whitetail in Indiana. So, so yeah, that is my trip that's planned, and I am really freaking excited for that because multiple reasons that and that's where the story time comes in. Um, so yeah, like I said, my dad's always been a hunter ever since I was a child. I remember, um, before I ever went on hunts with him, he would bring home deer that he harvested, show me and my brother. They would, cut open the belly and he would show us the guts. And, outside of the deer, you poke it and get a hole in it and you'd smell it. And he's like, yeah, you don't want this to happen, stuff like that. But, I grew up with deer meat. I didn't have it a tremendous amount, but I did like it and they made it a lot. But anyway, when I was younger, I don't have memory of this specifically, but my dad had taken me and my brother to a hunting education course. So at a really young age, I had hunter's education. And, I have vivid memory of me and my brother and him going on a squirrel hunt together. I didn't get anything and I was a horrible shot. But, yeah, I just remember that. That was, awesome. And, I've gone on a handful of whitetail hunts with my dad. I never remember like seeing anything with him other than up until recently, and I'll get into that in a second. Fast forward, I moved out to Colorado in 2015, and me and my cousin and my partner, we all would go on hikes and stuff. Like it was a pretty regular thing to go on hikes, and pretty long ones too. Not like extremely long, but like 6-hour hikes, maybe 8-hour hikes one time or a couple times. So I've always enjoyed the outdoors, and I actually moved to Colorado. One of the big reasons was for the outdoors. But I remember when my papa knew that I was moving out to Colorado, he always loved the idea of moving to Montana, and my mama and papa actually had a life goal to move there, and they never ended up making it to that point, unfortunately. But I do have like pictures of them coming to Colorado and stuff. I'm glad that I have those. But yeah, I moved to Colorado in 2015, and I actually didn't even end up fishing. I started fishing in 2020, right before, or basically right as the pandemic hit. I had purchased my fly rod online. It was an Orvis Encounter. It was the Encounter 2. That was before they merged, and it's just a single Encounter now. But I ordered it, and I think it took about 2 weeks to get to us. And in that 2 weeks was basically the transition from, hey, we think shit's going down, to, hey, we're in, pandemic. So it was a very quick transition. But I had my fly rod. And so it was almost the perfect time for me to start fly fishing. And, I've done that for a while now. I actually want to do a little bit more of it next year, especially for my YouTube channel. But, yeah, man, I didn't get into hunting until, I don't even remember the year it was. I think it's been 7 years since, no, it hasn't been that long. It's been 5 years. But anyway, soon after I got my fly rod, it was maybe a year after that, I went out to stay in Indiana for about 6 months for work, and I ended up going hunting with my dad, and it was only like a couple days, but my dad ended up shooting a buck, a small buck, and I will make, I'm actually going to post that, I'm going to make my room set up to where that European mount is in the background whenever I get my room set up properly. But that was the first deer that me and my dad ever got together. And I don't know, that was just such a special moment for me, and I'm sure that my dad can agree too. But um, yeah, I learned how to tan the hide on that deer, which was a fucking mess because it was infested with ticks, and it took me forever to get that hide cleaned and tanned. And I'm doing a lot of things, technically too many steps involved with trying to get that hide tanned. But I learned. Now, that year, my dad gave me his old Matthews Creed XS bow, and I think that bow was made in 2013. Um, and my dad bought it brand new and got all the stuff for it and everything, and that's what I'm shooting now. He gave me that bow. He was planning on getting another bow at the time anyway, so it was just a perfect situation. And from that point on, I started getting prepared, and I've gone hunting all but 1 year since then, for elk mainly. Actually, for my tags, it's all been elk. um, but I've been hunting every year basically since. I missed 1 year because I started a new trucking job and I just couldn't get the time off. I needed the pay at the time. But funny enough, I ended up hitting a deer with my semi truck uh, at that job, and ended up taking that deer home. Because I always promised myself if I ever hit a deer and I could salvage it, then I would take it home. And so that was my first deer kill ever, actually, the only one that I've ever killed. But my dad came out last year to hunt elk with me, and that was an awesome experience, because he had never been elk hunting before. But this year I decided that I'm gonna get a whitetail deer tag and go out and hunt with my dad. So actually tomorrow I am gonna be packed up and ready and everything, and I'm gonna wake up at 3 in the morning and head out. And I'll be out there for roughly a week. It'll be right at like 5 or 6 days or something, that I'm gonna be hunting with my dad with his old bow and the arrows that I made for it. So I don't know, I'm just really excited about this. I don't know, there's so much that I could say about hunting with my dad, and the fact that my dad got me into hunting, helped me with hunting and everything, and even given me his bow. I have a lot of respect for the knowledge and the wisdom that I've been given with hunting and what it has provided in my life, even aside from the fact that I haven't harvested anything with the bow yet. But yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously I get to see my dad, and I've been seeing my dad a lot more often. Well, not as often actually, but being able to spend more time with just him, just me and him. When we went elk hunting, I think that was the first time that me and him had that much time, just us, to just talk and live and, go hunting together. It's awesome. So I'm really excited for it. I will be making a video, but I'm trying my best. I don't think that I can really focus on making a video. I'm gonna try to, but I'm not gonna focus too hard on it, because I do want to be able to enjoy my time with my dad. But I want to get a kill shot. I have my GoPro, and I will be able to get a recording of a kill shot if I take one. And I'll try to mount my phone on my bow. I've got a mount coming in today. Hopefully it comes in today. So I will definitely be getting some footage, so I will make a video. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, so expect that coming up here soon. I'm gonna be really excited for this, and I'll be excited to put that video together, and hopefully I can get in front of, I don't mind if I am shooting a buck or a doe. I want to cut my teeth on this, and that would be really freaking awesome if I would be able to harvest a deer with my dad, with me shooting his bow. That would be amazing. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching my channel, for even commenting. I'm actually surprised at the amount of comments that I've been getting on my videos, and I really appreciate the comments. Um, but yeah, if you like this and you want to see a little bit more of this, give me a thumbs up. Seriously, I am trying to build this channel a little bit. I've been trying to post at least once a week, and I've been posting more than that, but I've just been so busy this week just trying to get stuff ready for the trip that I just haven't been posting videos since last week. But yeah, if you like this, like, subscribe, and please leave a comment. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.